Hello and welcome to Global Education's mini expo in partnership with INTO. Today we're going to be introducing you to our partners at INTO, the University of East Anglia, and I have my wonderful colleague Stephanie here. She's joining us from the campus itself and will be telling us a little bit more about this fantastic institution. We are Global Education. We are education agents based in Southern Africa, and we assist students with start to finish of their application process. So when you're ready to apply, give us a call, send us an email, and we'll help you to gather all of the correct documents. We'll help you with your visa, your application, your health cover, accommodation, everything that you need in order to get enrolled on campus. So, and we'll be communicating directly with our colleagues at INTO to make sure that your applications are top-notch and perfect for the time of lodging. Stephanie, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm really excited to hear about the University of East Anglia and a little bit more about a very exciting background there. I'm going to leave it to you to take it away, and we'll discuss any questions at the end of this presentation.
Thank you. I think I need to share my screen. That will stop you from sharing screen. Is that okay?
Yeah, no problem at all.
All right, perfect. Hi everyone. Thank you for your time. My name is Steph. I'm the recruitment manager for INTO University of East Anglia. We are based in the city of Norwich, and as I was chatting to Marina before, I am fully aware that not a lot of students have heard of, let alone been to the city of Norwich. And if you wonder why we're called the University of East Anglia, it's because East Anglia literally means the east of England. We are located on the map, the east of England, in the county of Norfolk, therefore, hence the name East Anglia, and we are based in the city of Norwich, which is the county seat. So today I'm going to talk to you briefly, and I want to show you some videos of the beautiful campus, our city, and the student life. So thanks again for your time. I'm just going to make sure that I shared with the video sound. So I'm going to stop sharing now, and then I'm going to try again, if that's okay. There you go. Okay, I think that should work now. So as I've mentioned, this is UEA. This is where we are. We're not very far from Cambridge, about an hour and 20 minutes by train. And we are about 2 hours by train or by car from the city of London. All of you have heard of London. So as you can see, we're not very far from these major cities. In the UK, it's very, very accessible. And we have the beautiful coastline and the Norfolk Broads, which is a national park. Norfolk as a county is very beautiful. It's quite flat. It's actually the sunniest county in the UK. When you think of the UK, you think, I think a lot of students, you know, think of rain, wind, quite, you know, really cold weather. Part of it is true, but it's not all true. I am not from the UK, as you can probably tell, but I've lived in Norwich for the last 10 years, and it is quite sunny here, and it's quite dry, as a matter of fact, in this part of the UK. So I mentioned we're quite accessible. You can fly to London and take a train to Norwich. You can also fly to Amsterdam and take a short flight from Amsterdam to Norwich Airport. So we have our own international airport in the city, which is only 20 minutes by car from the university campus. And we are called the fine city. It's a lot to offer from the city. I often say that we have the best of both worlds. We have the safety, the quiet, you know, lovely, beautiful countryside, but then we also have all the facilities a city has to offer: entertainment venue, restaurants, bars, shops, etc., etc. So I'll be diving into that just after I talk to you about the university. So I'm just going to show you a video of the city so that you get a flavor of it.
Some cities.
Sorry. Is it working?
Others.
It's a shame. I don't think it's working very well.
You have to discover.
No, never mind. Yeah, I don't think this.
There we go.
It
Seems to be starting.
Sorry?
It starts and then it stops.
Yeah.
Some.
No, it's not optimized for some reason. Never mind. I'll be able to show you lots of photos anyway. So as I mentioned, we are really, really accessible from London, and you can come to Norwich directly from Amsterdam. You can easily take a weekend trip to Cambridge or to London or to the Norfolk coast. So there are lots of places to discover while you live in Norwich. Again, we are less than an hour flight to Amsterdam. Every day there are 3 flights to Amsterdam, and from Amsterdam you can reach to over 260 destinations. The university is renowned for its research quality and its thinking without borders. Now, I'd like to show you just a few highlighted and highly ranked courses from this university. It is a comprehensive university, so we have 4 different faculties ranging from humanity courses such as law, creative writing, English, to business economics, social sciences courses. We also provide science programs such as computing, engineering, chemistry, etc. We also are excellent in health sciences as well as medicine. So we have a medical school. We also provide courses, very practical health sciences courses such as pharmacy, physiotherapy, nursing, etc. So we have over 100 different degrees and courses you can choose from, undergraduate level as well as postgraduate level. I'm going to show you some really highly ranked courses, very unique courses that you might find in the University of East Anglia. And also all of these courses are accessible for international students from a pathway. So at INTO, we provide foundation, international year 1, as well as postgraduate pathways such as graduate diploma to prepare our international students to enter the undergraduate study or the postgraduate study, depending on your needs. So firstly, environmental science. The university has done tremendous amount of research in climate change. As a matter of fact, recently there is a BBC film featuring the climate gate that happened at UEA. It's really worth watching. And this really portrays the climate change research that the university has done, because it is one of the greatest dangers facing humanity. And at UEA, we have our own climate research unit, and it's done a lot of research. We are ranked first in the UK for the impact of the research in earth systems and environmental sciences. So if you are, very, very aware of this issue and you would like to pursue further studies in this very matter, this is one of the best universities in the UK to study. We also provide various courses in business. We know that business studies is very, very popular with our students, international students particularly. Here in Norwich, we have our own business school. You can study courses such as MBA or branding. We also provide courses in business management, marketing management, human resources and management, business management with economics, accounting and finance. The university is quite versatile in terms of the approach of their studies. So you can choose to study business with economics or business with marketing. You can study business with human resource. If you are more interested in the practical side and you're really good at math, then you can study accounting and finance, global finance, etc. So a lot of degrees to choose from the business school here. Students can also study economics. You can study economics with politics. You can study economics with other disciplines as well. The university is highly ranked, top 20 in the UK for economics. And the School of Economics really focus on the students' employability in terms of their approach in teaching and research. We have our own law school here at the university. Students can study law through a foundation program at INTO. The law school here on campus is really in a really unique estate from the 12th century. So how cool is that to study law in a very historic building? Here in UEA, you can study law with American law or with European law. You can also study criminology. UEA students throughout their studies already enter a law society where they help with real life cases. So they work with the local welfare climates in real world appeal tribunals, and they helped recover around £4 million in the last 6 years. So as a student, you're already practicing the theory that you're studying. The university is also ranked top 10 in the world for its international development studies. We are fourth in the UK for overall research quality in anthropology and development studies. And students can study development with media studies, also with sociology or political science. International students can actually study international development from international year 1. And you can also have the year abroad or a year in industry option throughout your bachelor's degree studies. The university is also in a very unique position to provide energy engineering courses. We also have a mechanical engineering or generic engineering. However, for energy engineering, it's particularly unique because we're based in a very special area in the UK. We have lots of wind turbines here in Norfolk. Everybody, the energy engineering is really important, a very current topic for the world right now. We're all about seeking sustainable energy. Here in the east of England, East Anglia, we have this organization called the East of England Energy Group. So make up by over 300 different companies in this very region. So as a student, your courses are backed by these companies, and you will have the access and the industrial link with these companies. So therefore, it's very, very good for employability. Also, the fact that you can study a combined master's degree through foundation is a very, very attractive course, because you can study the foundation and then progress to the engineering bachelor's degree, and then without applying, you can then continue to your master's degree in energy engineering. We are also one of the very few universities in Europe that provide this very course called Pharmacology and Drug Discovery. And it's, again, extremely current topic, especially because of the global pandemic. We're first in the UK for pharmacy research output. You can study pharmacy if you're interested in becoming a pharmacist. However, if you are more interested in the research, in the discovering drugs side of the pharmacy, then you can study this very course. An interesting fact is that you all have heard of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. The scientist who with whose group discovered this vaccine actually studied her undergraduate degree at UEA, and then she went on to Oxford to study her further degrees. Her name is Sarah Gilbert, and she is a very famous UEA alumna. We also provide biology and biomedicine courses here at UEA. 100% of their research are recognized internationally, and students can study biomedicine and biology from foundation as well as international year one. Again, a lot of our students, international students, are interested in studying medicine, but if you're more interested in the research of medicine or how medicine reacts, how human body react from different medicine, then this is the course for you. You don't necessarily have to go on to, study medicine and become a doctor. You can study biomedicine and at this very university. We also provide psychology. Again, this is a course that you can access from international year one, as well as foundation. All of our foundation courses can progress to psychology. All of the psychology courses here at UEA are accredited by the British Psychological Society. You can study psychology with developmental psychology and cognitive psychology and social psychology as well. So psychology, in my point of view, is a very, very versatile course. You can obviously go on to further study to become a counseling, work in counseling or therapy. However, you can take your psychology knowledge and go on to work in business, human resource, marketing, etc. Because a lot of business need to understand how consumer work, and or if you wanted to work in human resource, and that's a very applicable degree as well. Here at UEA, we're also ranked very high, third in the UK for physiotherapy. Again, this is a degree that's quite practical and it's highly in demand. You'll be able to enter the job market pretty much right away because our society is aging, and we also, human really focus on sports and fitness. So as a physiotherapist, you'll be able to get employed right away after your degree. Also, here at INTO, we have foundation programs to prepare students to progress to physiotherapy at UEA. However, these are, a lot of the health sciences degrees in the UK have a cap on international students, but our students can progress to other UK universities for physiotherapy as well. The progression rate is extremely high. You can also study speech and language therapy and occupational therapy if you're interested. Obviously, they will need a higher IELTS entry requirement, and students can choose from these different degrees through a foundation program. Not only are we excellent in research, we're also really ranked really high, really good in the teaching quality. So here at UEA, you know that you will be receiving top teaching, and you will be getting a lot of working hours with your professor, with your lecturer. We are TEF Gold University, which means that, in the teaching excellence frame amongst all the UK universities, we are in the top tier, the gold tier. And next up, I'd like to show you what the student life is at UEA. Now, UEA is consistently ranked top 5 in the UK for student satisfaction. So that covers your student satisfaction in their teaching, as well as their student support and their everyday life, their accommodation, and their employability, etc. So all of the support that we provide here, we make students very, very happy. And next, you can see what student life is like here. I hope this video is going to play, but if not, I'll be able to tell you what goes on in the video. You might not have heard of Norwich or Norfolk, but you have heard of those bands. As a matter of fact, these are all the bands that have been that have played here at UEA and Norwich, the big Radio 1 big weekend, and here on the park of Earlham Park, which is right next door to the campus. So we've welcomed a lot of world famous bands and artists here. So as a student, you'll be able to go to these music venues and the music festivals. There's a lot of other things to do here in the city as well. Now, the campus is about 15 minutes bus ride or bike ride from the city center. The city itself is what I'd like to call the quintessential English city. So we have a lot of history. As a matter of fact, Norwich is one of the most important cities in the UK in the 12th century. Here we have a picture of the castle. It's a museum, and we also have 2 cathedrals here in Norwich. We provide lots of retail therapy for our students. So even though we are quite a small town, small city, we do have big shopping malls, as well as an outdoor market that opens every day. This market actually has 900 years of history. So all the big brands that you have heard of, you'll be able to find a branch here in Norfolk. We also have different cuisines here at in our city. So here is there are some photos of our students enjoying food in the market, but we also have different restaurants, bars, pubs. Obviously, we have English food, European food, but you'll also be able to find Asian food, Middle Eastern food, African food. So there's lots of different cuisines to choose from. And entertainment venues as well. So we have our own theater and a few cinemas, bowling alley, lots of bars and pubs in Norwich, as you can imagine, you know, in the UK. The city has a lot of green spaces. We have a lot of parks. So here are some photos of a couple of parks around the campus. There are more parks in the city as well. And as my background shows, this is the Norfolk Broads, which is again a Norfolk, it's a national park. It's only about 30 minutes by bus, so you can venture out of the campus if you would like to have some activities in the Norfolk Broads. Here are some more pictures of the Norfolk Broads. You can hire a boat. You can have a day out when the weather is nice. And I mentioned that we have one of the most beautiful coastline in England. So in the summer, it's indeed really, really nice. The beach, there are lots of really quaint beach towns in Norfolk. So they're usually about 40 to 50 minutes by train or by car. And they're just really, really beautiful and relaxing. And you'll be able to see seal puppies at Blakeney Point. And this is the only place in England where you'll be able to see grey seal puppies. I've actually been there, it's really cool. There's lots to do as a student here on campus. So we are a campus-based university. So the campus I mentioned, it's about 15 minutes by bus or by bike from the city center. But we have all the facilities you need on campus. So here is another video. So here you had a little taste of the campus as well as the city and the INTO Center. Now, you might have recognized this building in the video. So this is the Sainsbury Center for Visual Arts. We have a museum art gallery on campus. Not many universities in the world can boast of that. Here you can see the Sainsbury Center was filmed as the Avengers headquarters. So in the movie, this is their headquarters based in New York, but it's actually filmed here on our very campus. So it houses millions of pounds worth of art and lots of beautiful paintings and artifacts from all over the world. So if you enjoy arts and history, this is a really, really good place at your doorstep on campus. Also, we have lots of nature. If you enjoy the outdoors, we have a beautiful lake. Lots of people go jogging around the lake. You get lots of fresh air and green space. The university also really focus on supporting students and for their future. So the Career Central is a really great department that works with lots of different schools and faculties to help our students with their employability. So they help students from writing CV, applying for part-time job, interview skills, to other activities such as they liaise with the schools to invite local or national employers to come to the university at employment fairs so that students will have the opportunity to meet these employers. So it's a really good facility that you as a student should take advantage of. We also have loads of different facilities, essentials based, at the doorstep of your campus. You don't have to walk out of the campus to access to these facilities. So such as shops, restaurants, cafes, bookstore, bank. We also have the medical center, a pharmacy, laundrette, all here on the campus. It's quite big, but everything's within walking distance. The student union here is a great place to provide lots of advice academically or non-academically for our students. They have lots of activities that you can join. The library here is a picture of the library. So it's a 24-hour open library. It houses 800,000 books and journals and lots of study space for individual or group study here at the campus. We have an award-winning sports center here at UEA. So we have this facility, this building called Sports Park. It is rated as one of the best indoor sports facility on a university campus. And in the university, you have over 250 different clubs and societies. So you can either join a society or you can start your own society. There's lots of different activities to enjoy when you're not studying. Here at this is a picture of different cakes and pastry being sold in the student union. We also have several different restaurants. At INTO, we have our own restaurant providing students with 3 hot meals a day and international cuisine catered for different dietary requirements. So to round up, I hope I gave you some really good and basic ideas about the university and the city. And I have provided you with information of where we are, what we do. We do have lots of really highly ranked courses. Some of them I have mentioned here, some of them I haven't. I highly recommend that you check us out. There's the UEA official website, and you can also check us out on social media. So this is me, and I hope that I've given you a lot of information. I'll take questions if you have any. Please do feel free to either speak up or put it in the chat box.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. Wow, I hadn't realized how culturally up there Norwich was in East Anglia, and to know how much of the environment, the culture, everything about Norwich is incorporated on campus itself, and how much is available to students. Even just seeing the concerts and seeing the different types of foods available to the students, small things like that, look like it's such an exciting environment for students to be part of. I actually have a question in terms of INTO itself and INTO's partnership with the University of East Anglia. When students are doing the foundation, where do they stay? Is the accommodation on campus? And the INTO Center where they're studying, is that also on campus?
That's a great question. So we are actually the first INTO partner. So it's joint venture partner with the university, and we have our own building. It's a building that costs £30 million, and it's all in one. We're based on campus, in the heart of the campus, and within the facility, in the building, we have the teaching, accommodation, restaurant, all in one. Our students have their own study space. All of these students, as international students, when you're doing the foundation or international year 1 or pre-masters, you have full access to the university campus, but we provide the extra support for your soft landing at INTO.
Great, thank you. And then in terms of the student life, how does INTO cater for international students settling into a different country, a different syllabus? How does that work?
That's a great question. So we understand how daunting it can be for international students to arrive, in the UK, a complete different education system. Therefore, the pathway program itself is really to transition the students' education background so to prepare the students for better studying in the UK for a degree, whether it's undergraduate or postgraduate in the UK. So the pathway programs are designed for extra English as well as study skills support. So you will be taught what is it like to do a presentation. You will have the access to these skill building workshops and seminars. So that's the academic side. Now, as the non-academic side, at INTO, we do have 24-hour support. So our student services team work on a shift. So then we make sure that you're looked after out of your classroom. If you have any question, you'll have a full induction program as you arrive on campus. So we'll show you the campus, we'll show you the city, how to get to the city, we'll show you where to get food, how to do your laundry. We also will help you open a bank account and get your BRP. If you need to apply for a visa to go somewhere, we'll help you. Also visa extension, all of these questions, all of these issues, we will provide the support here for you. We also have the different programs to enhance our students' employability from day one as well. So our students will be able to enroll in the Duke of Edinburgh Award, as well as different activities to enhance your skills. So there's lots of things to do, lots of information to give here at INTO. And overall, we would like you to have the soft landing to help you prepare for your study in the UK and to make sure that you're fully supported. And once you finish your pathway INTO, you are capable to explore your the studies as well as other parts of the UK by yourself, with your friends, etc.
Thank you for that. I also wanted to ask, with regards to, getting some sort of industry experience, I noted how well acclaimed East Anglia is in, for example, its environmental sciences, or like you mentioned, speech and hearing therapy, psychology, how well acclaimed it is in terms of the research in those faculties. How does it work in terms of setting students up with work experience, internships, work placements, things like that?
Okay, again, really great question. So the university really emphasized on students' employability. We understand that students aren't necessarily here just to get a piece of, diploma. You want to hone your overall skills and, be employed for your future career. The one thing that I didn't mention in my presentation is that we are actually part of the a partner of the Norfolk Norwich Research Park. This is actually one of the biggest science research park in Europe. We have the research park have members such as the university and the university hospital, which is a big research hospital in the region. And we also have world-class institutions such as the Earlham Institute, the John Innes Center, and they're top grade science research organizations. They specialize in ranging from food research to health research to plant research. So all of these research institutions are partners of the university. The university also has partnerships with the energy organization, the engineering organization that I mentioned earlier, and Aviva, which is one of the biggest insurance company. So the university has all the industrial links with these local or national organizations. So within the university, I mentioned the Career Central. The Career Central, they have their portal. So on their website, you can register from day one as a student, and they will publish lots of different part-time jobs, full-time jobs, or internships for students to browse to apply for. And the Career Central also help our students from, they provide lots of services, including how to write your CV, how to put together a personal statement. They practice interview skills with our students, and they also help with students for their work placement if they have a work in industry. A sandwich year, for example, for their degree. So the university and the Career Central does a lot of things all year round to help students and open these opportunities for our students.
Such a great opportunity and option for students over and above the already fantastic industry connections that the university has, especially with its research institutions, like you mentioned. I'm very impressed with this institution, this campus, the city. It reminds me quite a lot of Cape Town in terms of how contemporary it is and how many cultural opportunities and fun experiences that are available for students. Thank you so much, Stephanie. You've really shown me a new side to this institution, and I'm so excited for our students who have joined and future students who are going to see this webinar, who get to have that insight over and above what's already available on the website. So thank you so much for joining us today and for such a comprehensive presentation. And I hope to be sending you some applications very soon.
You're welcome. Thank you for your time. And it's lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet you all. And yeah, have a great day. And if you have any further questions, please do feel free to reach out to me.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you. You too. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.